And we can do a little intro again. Talk about what we're going to do, and then I thought just today we can go through our characters and try and figure out if your characters know each other, if they know other characters in the village, that sort of thing. If that works.
Yeah, perfect.
The 45
Oh,
minutes.
I did not make any association with other characters.
You're a lone wolf.
Mhm.
Who
Maybe you're a
makes his
wandering
money by
troubadour.
playing music.
Right.
Yes.
Okay then.
Gonna have to bring up my character description. But yes.
So, hello everybody. Hello. We're new here. This is us an hour and 20 minutes into trying to make our stream work. Because we're new here. And we think we finally got it. So we are streaming now, we're recording this now, in the hopes that this will be our intro session to this game, and going forward from the next session we'll actually start playing. So what are we actually playing?
Yeah.
We are playing Blackheart, the Carly Rae Jepsen cultist simulator. Let me take our contact details off. You see some image from the game there. The PDF is $10 whole, and it is available on boyproblems.itch.io/black-heart. It's on the screen there. I suggest you pick it up because it's fun, and if you have $10 to spare, it's $10 well spent, I think. Support indie RPG creators. If you bought the itch.io social justice bundle thing, it was included in that, so if you bought that bundle, you already have a copy, which is even better. Right. So, this is us. Hello, I'm Neil Holmes. I'm going to be games mastering. My pronouns are he, him, and I games master a lot of games, too many probably, and I don't know why I keep volunteering to do it, but I keep doing it, so enjoy.
You're very good at it.
Let's not go too far ahead of ourselves. Let's go through the rest of our cast and say hello and who we are. Again, I know we've already done this on stream, but this is take 2 where people can actually hear us. So let's go with Yosh first.
Hello, my name is Yosh. My pronouns are she, hers. I do a bunch of stuff. Relevant stuff at the moment is I stream a few times a week on Twitch. My handle is @QueerCatsOfTheApocalypse. Come check us out.
Cool.
Thanks for having us, Neil.
You fools, you don't know what you've done. Mary, introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Mary with an E, not an A. I do a lot of things. Hi, I do a lot of things as well. You can find me here on Twitch @MuddyEvil. I just play whatever games I want. It's up on the screen. And also, if you head over to my Twitter, which is also up on the screen, I write a podcast. I'm also getting into games development. I basically do everything. So my Twitter is the best place to find where I exist. Oh, and my pronouns are they, them as well, if you couldn't tell.
Amazing. Ali, you introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Ali. My pronouns are they, them. I do some things, most of them not on the internet. I occasionally appear on Queer Cats of the Apocalypse as a guest star. Yes. Hi, very happy to be here. Thank you, Neil.
And James, who are you?
Hi, I'm James. I always get awkward when I have to do this
It's
sort of
the
stuff.
worst,
My pronouns are he, him, and I make computer games for a living. I'm a guest host on Queer Cats of the Apocalypse on Sunday, where we're supposed to play The Sims, but it's mainly people in their mid-30s explain things to people who are confused, apparently. So, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are under the age of 25 and you have something that you would like to have explained to you by people over 35, drop us a line.
Also, if you are that age and can explain things to people who are over 35, then
Absolutely.
Okay, so what we are going to be playing, as I've said, is Blackheart. I have a little introduction for you all here, a little bit of mood setting if you're all ready. So,
Ooh.
you ready?
Mm.
There is a well-known myth that every 100 years there comes an opportunity. The veil between worlds weakens, and with the right rituals and dark rites, she may return. You are a member of an ancient cult who want to bring back this goddess to our mortal realm. She is prophesied to return humanity to its former glory, and you and your fellow cultists will stop at nothing to see this happen. There are others, however, that believe she is the reason humanity's golden age ended. They will try to stop you. Once you were a simple villager, and now you are called to be something more. You have 7 days. Welcome to Blackheart.
Use the mysterious music.
Da.
Thank you, James.
Pop tunes, la 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 la, pop tunes. I don't know why that was to the tunes of DuckTales. DuckTales was a popular cartoon. Sorry.
DuckTales is still a popular cartoon. All right then. So let's talk about our characters a little bit, if that's okay with people. So I won't be playing any characters in particular. I will be playing all of the other characters. But everybody else has been through and thought a little bit about who their characters are. So let's go through and talk about them. Is there any volunteers who want to talk about their character first?
I'll go. My name is Late. Leyt. And I keep the inn. And people tell me things.
Tell you things. Have the players sent
Secrets.
you dirty secrets that they all know?
They have.
Excellent. Mary, tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, hello, my love. I am Dorothy. I run the local apothecary.
I'm also going to butcher that word. It's very hard to say.
If anyone needs any potions, any ampules, any medicines, then this is where the best place to be. I'm also 87.
Yet not, I believe, our oldest cultist. Ali, tell us about your character.
I am Ethel. I have the appearance of a young woman, but I am actually 500 years old. I am a witch, and I live in a small hut on the edge of town. I feel that I know Dorothy in a professional capacity. She provides me with many ingredients that I need for my craft. And I know Late as well. I'm a bit of an emotional drunk. I'm quite often in the inn. Did you have a name for the inn, Late? I felt like we came up with a good one the other day.
Oh, what was it? The Tumble and...
yeah, I don't remember. It was a something and tumble.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So that would have been a lot
We're
better.
gonna call it the Tumble Inn.
Tumbling. Great. Cute.
Or
It's a
the
classic.
Tumble.
Yeah, and seeing as I'm from the 1500s, I am very into the music of the lute, and that is what I request on the jukebox in the inn. And I'm very mad when there is no lute music.
There's never any lute music.
So I'm often mad.
Okay then, James, tell us a little bit about your character.
My character is Seth, a troubadour. Seth was abandoned as a child or a baby in a spittoon. He grew up with a travelling musician troupe, but has become split from them. He cannot afford his own instruments, and he is not the greatest of troubadours, so he has to use a lot of makeshift instruments and possibly something that is akin to bad beatboxing. He may also be slightly obsessed with sausages. Maybe at some point.
Did you say obsessed with sausages?
Yes.
Nice. I love it.
What But whether he is aware of what a sausage actually is another thing
Well,
entirely.
that neatly brings us around to, we've talked about both sausages and jukeboxes. So we should talk a little bit about the setting. So this is set in a village called Arcadia, which is kind of the default setting. But it, to all intents and purposes, is a pre-industrial revolution village somewhere in the world. However, the world used to be a technologically marvelous place until everything fell apart. Possibly because people didn't like Carly Rae Jepsen enough, or possibly because they liked her too much. We don't know. But for some reason, the world has gone to hell. There's been an apocalypse, and now society is trying to rebuild itself. But it doesn't have just the right amount of Carly Rae Jepsen, so it's just not working. So you guys are members of the Cult of the Black Heart, which is the cult that believes there's definitely not enough Carly Rae Jepsen and are trying to talk through the veil to Carly and bring her into this realm and fix all of humanity's problems, or possibly destroy everything. We don't know.
But is it even life without Carly
I mean,
anyway?
yes, I mean, we're all massive Carly Rae Jepsen fans here, obviously, so...
Yeah, I've definitely listened to one of her songs.
I believe the technical term is Jeppers, but I could be
That's
wrong.
a terrible name.
Is that like?
Is that what it is? I need to look this up.
It's definitely not what it is, but it's almost believable.
It was, I mean, yes, I clearly believed it.
I'm dabbing my mouth as if I've drunk something, but actually I'm just tending to my beard.
Yes, so, yes, Jeppers then, I guess.
You're a massive Jepper.
It's actually.
Can we just check that's not something
actually
really
worse.
offensive to someone
Yeah,
as
really
well?
good point. Can we do a quick racial slur check?
It's actually worse of what they call themselves.
Oh no.
Gypsies.
Oh god, that's terrible.
I
So,
mean, listen.
Can we stick
like-
to Jeppers unless it's like something hideous?
Googling now. Stand
Mary, you are
by.
muted if you're trying to tell us pithy things.
Oh yeah. I googled what Jeppers meant, just to check the slur, and it says nickname describing a very sweet, goofy, silly person. So it's nice.
So we'll stick with that one.
We can use Jeppers.
We're the Jeppers. That's
Probably
so nice.
not the. And in a sentence, it is: Who wants to play Halo Reach Beta with Jeppers?
Aw.
Oh
Me.
god.
Halo Reach.
It's me whole time.
Okay, so we have characters. I think like the three of you are kind of linked together. James, how does your character know the other characters?
Just from around town. I kind of just stumbled into the town and I haven't really left.
Could you perhaps troubadour your way through some nights at the inn, maybe, and that's how you've been connected to them?
I do until the drunken mob throws me out.
Too much beatboxing and you're out.
The jukebox is actually just James in a box.
Yeah, it's me in a box or an empty keg, kind of beating the sides and kind of just squalling words that may or may not be slightly sausage
Fabulous.
obsessed.
Right, I love it. So we also have a bunch of other characters in the village. We have the hunter, the scavenger, the farmer, the reverend, the merchant, the butcher, the marshal, and the blacksmith. These are possible player classes, but because we've only got 4 people, they will be played by me.
You have different voices for
Absolutely,
them.
yes, and everyone is totally distinct and sounds nothing like any of the others.
I look forward to them all.
Yeah, one's Scottish, one's Broad Yorkshire, one's less Broad Yorkshire, one's a bit South Yorkshire, one's like North Derbyshire.
Is one your
Oh,
goblin
crikey.
voice?
Oh, the
Oh my
goblin
god,
voice.
yeah.
Is it all to do with the different pronunciations of bread rolls as well?
What's a
Yeah.
bread roll?
I don't know which character that is.
You mean a cob, surely.
Mother of God.
What have I done?
Yeah, so, to the other people in your village, do you have regular contact with them? Like, how do you insinuate yourself in with this village as cultists? Do you get on with the village, or are you sort of a weirdo anyway?
I mean, I'm a 500-year-old witch living on the edge of the village. I really struggle to make social connections because we have very few reference points in common, and I'm quite cantankerous. So I wouldn't say I have any friends.
I feel you're against my non-loot playing.
Well, exactly. What the fuck are you doing?
Not enough loot. And also, this brings up a good point. So, Ali, every 100 years, the veil grows thin enough for Carly Ray to be summoned. So you've seen possibly several attempts at this summoning.
I have. I've been blackout drunk for a couple of them, as we've discussed my apparent issues in the bar. I slept through one. And the one I've seen was just quite disappointing. It was just a bit awkward.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is your time to shine. You think?
Yeah, we really want to make this happen. Come on,
You're in for
Carly.
And as my forerunners can attest, there have been several failed attempts.
Yes. So, right. So that's a little bit about the village where you are. So at least you've got a little bit of context. Now, let's talk game mechanics because they're very hard, and like you will need a degree in maths for this one. So you have 4 stats: heart, soul, mind, and weird. Heart, soul, and mind all start at 3. Weird starts at 0.
Ah,
Don't worry, it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up. Yes, heart is things like your vitality, dexterity, physical strength, that sort of thing. Soul is magic, faith, diplomacy, connection to other people. Mind is intelligence, knowledge, reasoning, history knowledge, things like that. And weird is just weird things. Because as the veil thins and the time for summoning Carly approaches, things just get weirder. And that reflects in your weird score going up. When you hit a certain amount of weird, and every day your weird score will go up naturally because of the thinning of the veil, when you hit a certain amount of weird, you will gain a mutation, which will give you some weird, strange powers that you can also start using. Every day, every player is going to get a turn, and you take an easy, a medium, and a hard challenge. Easy challenges have you roll 1d6 and add the stat that correlates to it, so that'll be heart, soul, or mind, usually. Medium, and if you succeed, you get +1 in the stat that you used. If you fail, your day is over there. Medium challenges are the same, but the difficulty is a little bit higher. Difficulty is 7 for medium challenges, 5 for easy challenges. So you roll your stat, you roll a d6, add the relevant stat to it, and if you score over 7, you succeed, and you get +1 in that challenge stat. If you fail, your turn is over. Hard challenges, you can back out of them, but if you do, your turn ends and you lose 1 from the stat you were using for the challenge. You lose 1 weird if you back out of a hard challenge. If you go for a hard challenge, they're a difficulty of 10. You roll a d6, add the stat. If you succeed, you can add 1 to any of your stats, and also you get +1 weird. Or if you fail, you lose 1 off of your challenge stat. So we're going to be going through every day, doing easy, medium, and hard challenges for each player, up until we hit the final day, and that is when we summon Carly Rae Jepsen. And depending on your stats, depends on what role you take in the final ceremony. So it's good to have better stats at the end because you will be challenged. You will be challenged by Carly Rae to show your talents and see if you're worthy of summoning her. So your goal is to build your stats up to be really good at summoning Carly Rae Jepsen. And yes. So, the other thing we need to talk about is how many days we want to play, because there is a 3-day, a 5-day, and a 7-day variant. So, if you think each player has to go through 3 challenges each, 1 for each day. So, it depends. How many days do we think we want to go for?
What
I
does that
say
work out to
5.
real time?
It's tough to tell. They give some suggestions, like sort of a 4-hour session is fine for a 7-day one. So that'd be like 2 streams worth. But again, it depends how fast we play. We might burn through it a lot quicker. I don't really know because I can't find an actual play of this anywhere. And yeah,
Sure.
I'm trying to go through a lot of this based on quite a short PDF. So
Yeah, no, that's
so,
cool.
yeah, I'm not sure is the thing. So we can either just go. The only thing it changes is how weird you have to be to get your mutation and how hard things are in your final ritual. So we could do one session, see how we like it. If we want to extend it, we can make it a 7-day. If we don't, we can make it a 5-day. Does that sound reasonable? Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Let
sounds
us do
wonderful.
that.
I have definitely taken away the word stat from the rules.
Literally, all you will need to do is write down heart, soul, mind, weird. Put 3 under the first 3, 0 under weird, and I'll tell you what to do with the rest of them. Don't worry.
Sweet. 2 + 2 is 4.
Love it.
Nope, I didn't get
No,
that.
don't
Nope.
know that one.
It's Simpsons reference.
Ah.
Whoosh.
I'm mainly disappointed in Ali.
Yeah, me too, to be honest.
All right, so I think that's it. All you will need for the session is 2 6-sided dice, and most of the time you'll just need 1 6-sided dice.
1.
If you have 1 dice, you can roll it twice. I'll let you.
Look at Yosh with
Ooh,
all the
fancy.
dice.
I mean, it's 2.
La-di-da. I mean, I've got a bag of misshapen other dice. But,
Yeah, get that
none
out.
of them
Do
have
I-
6 sides.
What do I do with the 300 plus sets of dice that I
At
own?
the end, we will roll all of the dice that you own, and whatever number it comes up with will tell us how well we've done.
I was going to say
Amazing.
roll them up in a carpet and throw them off a bridge, but yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Rude.
So mean.
Simpsons reference! Come on, people!
There's more to life than The Simpsons, James.
No, there's not. I mean, yes, there's Carly Rae
Oh,
Jepsen,
of
of course,
course.
but apart
Yeah.
from those 2 things,
I
I
will
don't know if
just
Carly
say
Rae
this:
Jepsen
wearing
has ever
this,
appeared in The Simpsons.
wearing this hood was very funny, but it is very warm. So
Yeah, that's
See,
fair
that's
enough.
why you need to be in a freezing cold basement like I am. Because I'm sweating from trying to fix the audio issues and just generally sweaty person anyway. So being in this naturally freezing cold environment is perfect for me. On the downside, Gabby's right upstairs. She can probably hear everything I'm saying.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Gabby.
you're on the
Hi,
headphones. Hi, Gabby.
Oh yeah.
Is she not in the chat?
No.
No.
Oh, she is! She's back!
Ooh.
Ooh, we can send links in our chat. I didn't know that. Maybe we should turn that off.
Ooh. We should be fine until we get a few more
Oh, Gabby's in the
followers.
garden. Gabby's in the garden. It's all good. She can't hear me waffling on. I mean, she can,
Aw.
but probably not the same.
I mean, she's in the stream. So
Wait,
she
wait,
can
wait.
hear you. But-
Hooray!
Yeah, so
oh
What
man,
was-
that Neil.
What was
oh.
her suggestion, and did it fix
it was a program for the Mac that creates virtual audio routing, and it didn't
Yeah.
because Macs.
Yeah.
Which is why
Yeah.
I've got this
So,
thing,
Oh, yeah.
because built-in microphone in the Mac is apparently...
You look like a rock star.
so what's the plan for the rest of the stream?
the plan for the rest of the stream. So we are going to stream at 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, if that's still all right with everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the first 2, maybe 3 sessions, we're going to go through Blackheart. Then we'll pick something else to do, and either someone else can DM, or we can pick a DM-less one, or I could DM again. We'll decide what to do as we get to it and see how we feel. But yeah, plan is
Cool.
ongoing
Amazing.
on Wednesdays, 6 till 8. We stream little RPGs that people might not have heard of, and see what we do with them.
Amazing.
If anyone wants to tweet at us with a suggested RPG, that
Yes,
would be very nice.
Wait, it's that side. It's right there.
Up there, we have all our information.
Hang on, I need to see if I'm pointing the right way.
Oh no, wait, I'm pointing the wrong way.
Oh no, I pointed the wrong way.
That's
that
it.
way.
Oh God, Mirror World.
We keep trying to.
two mirrors in the mirror
As you can tell,
world.
we're all really good at this and definitely very, very professional.
Yes, I think all of the failed streams so far have really displayed that.
Yeah, we've
fact.
really done a great job up until now.
Hang on, I'm gonna shout to Ali. Hello.
Hi.
That was
It's
the
so
wrong way.
confusing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wrong way.
I'll get
Oh,
out.
no,
and
is
go
it-
time.
I'm gonna give Muddy a noogie.
Oh no.
Does anyone remember that episode of The Young Ones where they're on University Challenge?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, yeah. That's another reference Gabby probably won't get.
That's another reference. That anyone
Apparently,
under the
there's
age of
also
25
horses
will
approaching.
not
Horses approaching? Oh, right, yes. Ali typing.
No, that's yes. Ali typing.
I do have some coconut somewhere.
It's good to know.
I have
Hi,
an
Gaboo.
ocarina.
Bye, Gabby.
Who is NA Sappho in the chat?
That's Heather,
That's
isn't
my
it?
bestest friend in the whole world.
Hi.
That's good from Heather. Hi, Heather.
I think I've just started following you on Twitch, Heather.
Heather is the bestest homie.
Heather's good people.
I love them.
Well, that's a coincidence because I'm the best as homo.
Ooh, big words.
Ooh.
I know,
Ooh.
big
A
words.
challenge.
People are gonna come for your title.
Yeah, who's gonna throw down?
All right, so we are 7:45, which is our official finish time. I can't think of anything we need to talk about. Oh, no, there is one more thing. Safety tools. Safety tools, the most important thing when you're playing RPGs.
It's like a safe
Basically,
word.
yeah. Basically,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you can, off screen, not here, send me anything that you absolutely don't want to see in an RPG. We probably won't go near it, but just in case, so I'm forewarned, I know not to go near those things. The other thing is, if you get a sheet of paper and put a big X on it, we will use those as something called an X card. So if somebody holds up a card with a big X on it, we should be able to see it because we should be looking at the screen, and whatever we're doing, we immediately stop. The stream pauses. We go off streaming, so you will see a little screen saying we'll be back in a minute. All of our audio will pause to the audience, but we can still talk to each other. We can discuss how we go on from that point, but we don't necessarily have to discuss why people don't want to talk about that. That's not the point of it. That's the I'm not comfortable, let's move on, and we'll just figure out how to move on without making anyone feel weird for saying, oh, I don't want to talk about this, which can be a problem. So, yeah. If you've got a sheet of paper with a big X on it and something's making you feel weird or just uncomfortable or you just want to pause, hold up that X card and we will stop and figure out what to do.
Presumably, we can also just be like, I need to take a
Absolutely.
break.
Yep. Yeah. The X card is just a good way without having to say anything is kind of the nice thing about it. So you don't actually have to bring it up. You just hold up a thing and that's all you need to do. So it's kind of the...
Great.
If somebody's feeling really bad and you don't want to talk and you don't want to interrupt stuff, you can always send stuff directly to me as well, and I will pause whenever I get that message. So yeah, I want you to feel comfortable and I want you to feel safe. So if there's any other safety tools that you've seen that you think are useful, we can also use those too.
Right.
Okay. Having never played an RPG before, I can't say what I do or don't like in one.
That's
So
a-
yeah, I'll
It's
have
more
a
sort
think.
of
So it's
No,
let.
so yeah, it's
Go
more,
on.
it's more sort of
Sorry.
general thing. So if you have things that you just don't like seeing, things that make you feel squicky, if you have trauma around things that you definitely don't want to see in a game, it's good to let us know. It's not like we're going to be going through a lot of things, but this is kind of a culty horror RPG, so there could be things like murder and people being disappeared, things like that. So it's just so we don't start going into realms of things that make you feel icky.
Like mushrooms.
I was going to say mushrooms.
Important to know.
Mushrooms are gross.
Especially as the apothecary, that's really good information to have. I'm going to take my mushroom surprise off the menu at the inn. The surprise is it's
Just make a
mushroom.
joke that nobody ever buys it.
I have to tell you though, like the best veggie burger I've ever had has just been a big portobello mushroom. It's so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always get told by a lot of vegans and vegetarians it's always disappointing when they receive just a giant mushroom.
good. It's not as bad as a
Oh,
veggie burger I had
depends
once
how
at
it
a Frankie
cooks.
and Benny's, where they were like, oh yeah, we didn't have any veggie burgers, so they grilled half of a bell pepper and put it in a bap. That was it.
Naming
I
and
like
shaming.
that.
I like to see this.
Well,
You
now
know
we
what's
won't get
that?
their
Oh
sponsorship.
no!
God damn it!
I've ruined it.
I would absolutely chow down on a roasted bell pepper in a bap. I 100% would not chow down on a marshmallow. Marshmallow? Mushroom. I would chow down on a marshmallow in a bat.
We've been eating.
In a
I would eat all of the above. I love a mushroom. I'll eat a bell pepper. A marshmallow's great. Just saying.
Would you eat all three combined?
I'd give it a go.
Yeah. I'd give it a
Excellent.
shot.
Love to mush.
So did you know UK marshmallows have like a weird coating on? So like they're like, Gabby got some Canadian marshmallows for her birthday, and they if you ever like pull a marshmallow, it's got like a skin on it in the UK that sort of cracks. Canadian marshmallows don't have that, so when you roast them, they're really good. But like UK marshmallows just go weird when you roast them, and they have like this weird shell to them. It's really strange.
Yeah, but that's the good thing about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I enjoy all of the
Right,
above.
it's not the same.
I had s'mores with my wife in the US, and it was so disappointing because the chocolate was wrong, the marshmallows were wrong, the digestives were wrong. It was
Oh, you
all
mean graham
wrong.
crackers?
Oh yes, sorry, Graham
thank
crackers.
you. Oh. I don't know
Graham
why that upsets me so much, but
Is
Graham
that-
being pronounced Graham just really gets to me.
Yeah, same.
Is that
Yeah.
AHAM or EAM?
I think it's with an H. It's
A
Graham.
ham. Not a
Graham.
Not Graham.
I didn't know this was in the stream today, so I can say Graham crackers, and she can't get mad at me.
Victimless crime.
Punching someone in the dark.
Heather, don't snitch on me, thank you.
Heather, snitch on them. Snitch on them, Heather.
Anywho.
Right. Sorry, I'm looking at two screens, which is really fun because it looks like I'm just ignoring everybody, which I kind of am, I suppose. So, yeah. Right. So I think that's everything. I think this is our like warm up. Let's make things work and figure out what we're doing next time session.
Perfect.
Marvelous.
I love
Right.
it.
I'll figure out a background for me for next
What
time.
is it?
Your background's great. It's very nerd
Dingy.
basement. Yeah.
Absolutely nothing, Heather. You're snitching about absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing at all. Nothing.
I would say your background is very much what people expect from a
Probably, yeah.
DM.
Scott, I mean, look,
Exactly.
if I scroll this way, you can see there is a large 6x4 table covered in flock and little miniatures.
Basically, if you were to go on the internet and search Zoom background nerd,
It would,
Then it would just be you.
There's an electric drum kit. There were
So-
shelves of little miniatures back there. I made this gribbly guy today. He was very cool. He's very tall and gribbly.
Oh,
Wow.
he's a good
Tell
friend.
us about
I
him.
honestly don't know because these are new models that came out with the new edition of Warhammer 40,000, and I don't know what he is. Frankly, he just looks gribbly.
right?
He
Answers
does.
on a
Yeah.
postcard. For people
Neil,
that
would you
still
like
use
to tell-
postcards.
Would you like to tell the public that you do sometimes do very relaxing ASMR miniatures
I
painting.
do sometimes. I'm trying to figure out a better way to do it with using my phone as like a camera so you can see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that because it's very therapeutic. I quite like it. It's calming.
I'm gonna try for next time to get some kind of a light, so I'm not just a dingy.
Again, it works with the
Shadow.
apothecary.
Yeah. If you had like a green tinge, that would be amazing.
If you tell
Oh,
me your
fantastic.
compass trajectory, we can bounce the
Thought
light
you were
off
gonna
my
say
forehead
something
towards you.
Marvelous.
Hi, Neil.
Yes.
Get an app called Droid
Droid
Cam. That's
Yes.
how I use my mobile as my
I was
webcam.
trying to do it on my work PC, so I had to have all portable apps, which was a pain. But now we've moved the big computer down into the nerd basement, so I can plug it in
Right.
and faff. So we'll try that again. I just need a tripod or something, I think, to like sit it.
Yeah, or I've got a clamp and a magic
It's a
arm.
good idea because I was doing it with this
This
high-tech
is-
piece of kit.
Oh
This
yeah.
is gonna sound really stupid, but look up. They sell things like for TikTok people, like camera mounts. That might be
Yeah.
useful.
I
Yeah.
figure I should be able to muckle something together out of all the rubbish I've got down here.
Yeah.
Muckling. In fact,
Yeah.
switch stand, that'll do it.
Ooh.
Woo!
You've got a Switch
Yeah.
stand? How posh.
But the Switch comes with a
It's,
stand.
have you tried using that little foot stand? It's terrible.
No.
It's terrible.
You
It
know.
literally does not work. I love my Switch, but yeah, that little kickstand's a waste of time.
Ali, would you like to come upstairs and help me try and get the shit off my face?
I would be happy to do that.
I'll
Right.
make you an offer you can't refuse.
Beautiful.
Yes, I think I've yawned about 4 times in the last minute, so that might be a sign it's time to
Fair
go.
enough. Well, thank you all for coming and yeah, just watching me screw up the audio on the stream.
You
And
were
so,
amazing,
Audio.
and we love you a lot.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love you all.
You were amazing,
Thank
sweetie.
you, thank you, and thanks for coming and chatting. And this time next week we'll actually play a flipping role-playing game. I promise.
Make sure
Yeah.
to follow.
Oh yes.
Cool.
No,
Yeah.
We're gonna
I
be over
can't-
there, so
I
make sure to
can't
follow.
tell. I can't tell if Heather is just trolling me right now about the beard, but no, the beard is not real.
It's.
She might have been asking about mine. It does look fake.
I mean, this is getting dire. Like this is taking the headphones off. It just sticks out sideways, which is not a good look for anybody.
Oh.
Neil, let me come and give you a haircut. I've gotten really good at haircuts during
I mean,
quarantine.
mine's really easy. You just like take a thing and just rub it over my head as hard as you can until the hair falls off, and it just comes off naturally anyway. So.
Uh,
Right. So Heather
Cool.
says it's been very good, very excited for the game, and also they're betrayed and none of the beards are real. This is definitely not a real beard.
I
This
apologize.
is-
Beauties.
I mean, I have to say that, like, when I remember finding out as a kid that I wasn't going to be able to naturally grow a beard, and just being really upset, you know. So ever since then, I think I first did drag in public at like the age of 8, and then that was
Aw.
just kind of me,
Amazing.
really. So I really love
An
wearing a
excuse for
beard.
I mean,
Yeah.
that sounds like me and just general body facial hair through most of my 20s.
Yeah. I have a big scar on my chin, actually. The beard doesn't grow in, so I have like a divot in the beard right there.
Oh, a divot! A face
Beard.
divot!
And
Divot.
I'm
Did
pretty
that.
sure at the time I was very young. I was about 5-ish, and I remember I was running around at my nan and granddad's place, pretending to be He-Man, and I tripped and fell and caught my chin on the on the settee, and had to go to the hospital to get it repaired. That's where the difference from.
Baby
Oh,
Neil.
sweetie, that is such an 80s childhood injury. I
Yep.
love it.
It's a classic. All right, then, peeps. With that that amazing anecdotes, shall we call it a night?
Let's
Let's
do
call it a
it.
night.
Thanks very much to everyone, especially Kate Crash,
Oh my
who
god,
did
yes.
our artwork.
Kate Crash, thank you so
And
much for
modded.
being
Yes.
a mod.
And told us
telling
about all the
and
echoes.
doing our art.
Yeah.
And at the last minute, when I was like, oh, that Twitter handle isn't right, changing it, and then me being like, the icons aren't there, could you fix it? She did it straight away. So, like, Kate, you're the real
Echo!
star.
Whee!
Yeah, you're our hero.
Oh,
Is the
Echo's
Echo
back.
actually
Fantastic.
They're really back.
Oh,
Echo's back.
amazing.
Just in
Fantastic.
time.
Well,
Thank
let's
you
go
Brilliant.
also
before
to
the
the
echo.
Echo. We couldn't have done this without you.
Thanks, Echo.
Yeah.
Okay, see you ever soon,
All
everyone.
right, see you guys.
Bye.